and skills is a minor province in the makeup of a starship, Captain.
Your objection is noted. Let us hope that your distaste for the exercise will not affect your strategic ability.
Mr. Kohlrami, when I agree to do something, I do it. Do you care to surrender now, Captain?
Spirish, just friend from Jews. Jews as the foragers of the Starship Enterprise. During the continued mission is to get over for all the things.
The final frontier.
When you find all the things, you document the
These
things.
are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds. To seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before.
It'll turn back down when it gets off the...
okay.
The intro is like way, way louder.
Yeah.
Always.
There it is.
So yes, I could get up and I could switch it, but then I'm going to have to get up and switch it back. It's 9 in the morning. If our neighbors want to stop fighting at 2 in the morning, then I'll consider
Turning down Star Trek.
turning down Star Trek intros.
Well, number one, you are allowed a complement of 40, so select whom you will. Save, of course, Mr. Data, who will serve as my first officer during your absence.
I had envisioned you defining the crew.
On my ship, the leader of the away team has total control of the mission. If we want to judge leadership, start at the beginning.
Very well, Captain.
You've got a small dick. It might make up a show.
What a charm.
Doctor,
Captain, he needs an attitude adjustment.
The Zakdornian culture is replete with self-assuredness and confidence. Seldom is it undeserved. For example, Kohlrami is a third-level Grand Master at the game of Stratagema.
Another millimeter. That's it, a little more. There. That's excellent.
Lieutenant?
Yes, Commander.
Heard about the simulation aboard the Hathaway.
Oh, yes, sir, and the best of luck to you. I've researched those old Abaddon engines. They're archaic by our standards, very touchy.
Anticipating the worst, do you think they could be whipped into shape in 48 hours?
I've already taken the liberty of putting together a few necessities.
You're the best, Jody.
Whoops. Shit, I broke it. Now how's my hangman diary go? You fucked up my
disturbing it?
battleship.
just finished.
You know of the simulation. What do you think?
Waste of time.
It's just designed to be an exercise.
Nuisance. There is nothing to lose, no sacrifice. And there is nothing to gain.
You mean besides pride? Well, in this case, it doesn't matter. I probably haven't got a chance.
There is always a chance.
Slim, the Hathaway's most sophisticated weapon system, even in a computer mock-up, can't hope to defeat the enemy.
Well, still.
You're outmanned, you're outgunned, you're out-equipped. What else have you got?
Guile.
Join me.
The honor is to serve. sectors with a few light years of brass filter. How's your crew shaping up?
It's complete, but I would like to request an addition.
Anyone in particular?
With your permission, I would like Acting Ensign Crusher on board for educational observation.
Really?
Thank you, Captain.
It appears we'll have some time before reaching Loda. I was wondering if you'd agree to play me at a game of stratagema.
Although I'm intrigued by the audacity of your request, I can't fathom why you would wish the encounter.
I enjoy a challenge.
Very well. An opponent of limited dimensions can often be quite diverting.
Did we miss a Q episode?
Thank you.
Why?
Because after Pen Pals, there was supposed to be an episode called Q Who.
We saw you.
You're gonna beat him, huh?
Nope.
Well,
You knows where they met the board.
Oh,
but you have got
okay.
a chance.
Right.
Are you even gonna bother to show up?
Sure. Kohlrabi is the best ever at stratagema. Just to get to play him is a privilege.
So aside from your being privileged, is there anything else I can look forward to?
Nope.
This is gonna be exciting.
Against an opponent of approximate skill, stratagema can last well over 1,000 moves.
I wouldn't bet on us being here that long.
I've wagered heavily in the ship's pool that you will take him past the 6th plateau.
And if I don't?
I will be irritated.
Forever curious, this urge to compete.
What's a human response? That inborn craving to gauge your capabilities through conflict.
Doctor, there are other ways to challenge oneself.
Well, perhaps, but they all lack a certain thrill.
Data, humans sometimes find it helpful to have an outsider set the standard by which they're judged.
To avoid deceiving oneself.
Maybe you should challenge Kohlrabi to stratagema.
Why, Doctor?
Because when someone is that smug, you occasionally have to deflate them just a little.
Yeah, Data. I'd like to see your neural flex tear him down a bit.
To what end?
Computer, actuation positions for stratagema. Ready? Begin.
Come on, Commander. Come on now.
Will.
You can do it. You can get
Will.
it. Come on, Commander. Come on, you got him. Watch it down. You got it.
Ah.
That's it?
I'm afraid so.
But you only made 23 moves.
Congratulations.
I'm a fag. A space fag.
Oh, I am streaming. I should probably tell
Commander
you.
Riker, there's your next.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Away team assemble.
You gotta tell
Make
me.
it over there. Right home.
Good luck, number one.
Sorry.
Captain.
The simulation
Well, I got this
takes
mic on.
48 hours.
Yeah, I know, and you usually have the other mic that no one can hear me on.
I know. But you can see that that mic's way over there.
Yeah.
Well, just so they can hear Star Trek in the background while I'm drawing.
Right.
And hear you be a bigot. Ooh, Heather's such a fag hater.
No, I love fags. They're my favorite.
You do.
There should be some emergency bridge lighting here.
Here, feel better? It diffused it.
Yeah,
This is teasing you.
I know.
And then making you aware that we're streaming.
Not good.
You're wrong, Mr. Worf. It's fantastic. And it's ours.
We're taking over this bitch.
Worf?
Sir, Lieutenant LaForge is a superior officer. The honor should be his.
Worf, this is a battle simulation. You're my tactical officer. Discussed this with Geordi and we agreed. Need you by my side.
Science work. If engineering's anything like the bridge, I'm gonna have my hands full.
Attention crew of the USS Hathaway. This is your captain. Over the next 2 days, you might lose a lot of sleep. But with your skill and your stamina, we'll have this old lady ready to fly. I want hourly progress reports from all stations. Riker out. Nice job, Jordy. Now, what are the possibilities of warp drive?
Yeah, probably do. Do you want me to go with you?
There are only a few dilithium fragments left in the holding clamps. Even if we had crystals that were intact, there's no antimatter to fuel the drive.
Any recommendations?
No, sir.
We haven't got a prayer.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get.
Would you like to transfer back to the Enterprise,
I'm gonna get glasses online.
No, sir.
It's way cheaper.
Wes, remember, our purpose is to improvise. The effort that counts.
Yeah, you can.
Open.
I believe the rules are understood by all.
You can do that.
Weapons conversion, Lieutenant Beck.
Complete, Captain.
Signal received. Lock on.
She's really been stripped down, Captain.
The only offensive systems you'll need will be simulated by computer.
What's the Zachdornian word for mismatch?
Well, you just send them back and say, hey, we
We
don't
do
feel
not
it.
whine about the inequities of life. And how you perform in a mismatch is precisely what is of interest to Starfleet. After all, when one is in the superior position, one is expected.
Well, you could probably go and do that if you're worried about online.
Screen off. You have the bridge, Mr. Data.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant Commander Data,
Yeah,
I'm intrigued by your challenge. Dr. Pulaski informed me of your desire to play a game of strategy.
But I expressed no
Yeah, we
such
can do
interest.
that.
What
We want to do that.
Commander Data means is that he would never have asked you himself, but I know that he's very interested in pitting his skill against yours.
Play against the machine.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Why should I
What
wish
time
to?
this afternoon?
I don't blame you. It's no fun going into a game when you know you're going to lose.
But I wouldn't lose. Now you're no doubt going to tell me that I have to prove it to you.
Come on, Data, you can't let that pass.
Indeed, I cannot.
Then you will play for the honor of your ship.
The honor of the ship.
I'll
It's
just
your
look at the description.
reputation that's on the
Run with
line.
it. Okay. Sounds good.
With my knowledge of the Enterprise's security override, we may be able to convince the sensors
There's
that an
one
enemy
over
ship
there.
is approaching. Their instruments
Close to
would
the stadium.
lie to
I know.
If you can
And
pull
then,
that
you know,
off, Mr.
Walmart's
Worf, you
got
might
it.
give us the edge we're looking for.
But what about the view screen?
If I am successful, the computer will project a false image of the enemy ship on the main view screen.
Yeah.
So unless someone runs to a window and looks out,
They're going to fall
Yeah.
for it.
We could do that. Okay.
The lighting's still smooth. We should be able to do something with these dilithium fragments we scheduled. Sure, the system's functional, but without antimatter, what difference does it make? Jordy, I have to return to the Enterprise. Wes, we've only got 32 hours. This is important. And this isn't?
Attempt the routing bypass here. It works. They will be surprised.
Yeah.
Where am I going to get the optic cable?
Anywhere.
Yep. Mama, let me let you go.
Captain, I left an experiment running back on the Enterprise.
I love you
May I go
too.
back and shut it down?
Bye-bye.
Is that important?
Well, it has to be monitored, and it is my final grade in plasma physics.
Message from the Hathaway, sir.
On screen.
Mom's gonna help me get
Request for permission
glasses.
to reboard the Enterprise.
Okay.
Why?
Apparently, he was so anxious to join the away team, he left the very critical experiment unattended.
You have any objection?
He should be escorted and have no contact with anything save his research.
Permission granted. Mr. Burke, will you handle that?
Aye, sir.
I saw no sense in Riker choosing him anyway. Just a non-commissioned child.
I can't believe I forgot about this. It's a good lesson not to let excitement cloud your judgment.
Yeah.
It's very delicate. I spent 6 weeks setting this up. It's a lot of work. Oh no. This is ruined.
It's too bad. Look, is this going to take much longer?
I'm gonna have to dispose of this safely. This is very volatile. I'll beam it off the Enterprise and leave it particleized.
That's fine. Let's just do it.
All right, I'll transfer the coordinates to the transporter.
Present context. What did she mean by bust him up?
In her own way, Dr. Pulaski was instructing me to take the shortest route to victory.
As opposed to what?
Good, clean fight.
Begin.
I can't believe it. A computer beaten by flesh and blood?
You advanced quite far against such a worthy opponent.
Thoroughly enjoyable, Mr. Data. I am at your disposal for a rematch.
Thank you. But what would be the point?
How can you lose? You're supposed to be infallible.
I'm not.
Obviously, I am not.
Damn it, Dr. Pulaski. Why are you always gonna be hating on Teta?
Anson, where is Commander Data?
He has temporarily removed himself from bridge duty, sir.
Your crew is excellently trained, Captain. A tribute to your leadership. Although I doubt their extensive preparation will be needed.
Why is that?
I do not expect Captain Riker will present much of a challenge.
Mr. Kohlrabi, may I speak with you in private? I would like to know the root of your prejudice for my first officer.
Oh, Captain,
Mr. Kohlrabi, you have been nothing but denigrating and abusive of Commander Riker since coming aboard this ship. Now, I would like some explanation.
Having studied William Riker's file prior to this assignment, I have found him wanting.
In what regard?
His work record is exemplary, but as you know, a starship captain is not manufactured. He or she is born from inside, from the character of the individual. My interviews have revealed a man who displays circumstantially inappropriate joviality, belying the seriousness of his station.
Confuse style with intent. only a fool would question Commander Riker's dedication to Starfleet and the men and women under his command. He is simply the finest officer with whom I have ever served.
We shall see if your faith is well-founded.
The test is whether the crew will follow where Commander Riker leads. His joviality is the means by which he creates that loyalty. And I will match his command style, your statistics, anytime.
Come in, please.
Data.
Counselor, is something the matter?
That was going to be my question.
With my repository of knowledge, I expected to perform better against a humanoid life form.
You know, some of our greatest advances have come from analyzing failure. While it can be ego-bruising...
But, Counselor, I do not have an ego.
Yes.
But technically you do.
Well, a loss can be disheartening.
But, Counselor, I do not have a...
Data. You can handle defeat in two ways. You can lose confidence, or you can learn from your mistakes.
That is what troubles me. I made no mistakes. I've conducted a diagnostic check of all of my programs. I am now cross-checking with the ship's computer.
Is that all necessary?
I believe so. I have proven to be vulnerable. At the present time, my deductions should be treated with skepticism.
So that's why you haven't been on the bridge?
Yes. The captain would be ill-advised to rely upon my judgment.
I think you're overreacting. I'm sure you're all right.
I, however, am not sure.
Easy now. That it? Yeah. Right. I got the connector on the gate.
What is that?
My experiment from the Enterprise.
Wes?
It deals with high-energy plasma reactions with antimatter.
You went back to the Enterprise for that? Wes, you cheated.
No, sir. You told me to improvise.
The hard part's going to be calibrating the thermal curve necessary to start a controlled reaction.
Assuming you can you regulate the reaction?
There's just enough crystal left to do it. We plan to channel the reaction through the chips.
Are we good? You're better than good. Great. Brilliant. It's gonna be fun. Carry on.
Come in, please.
All right, Data. Enough of this.
Doctor?
How long are you going to sit sulking like Achilles in his tent?
I'm conducting diagnostics.
You may be able to sell Troy that story, but not me. And you're smarting because you were beaten. Well, it happens.
No, Doctor. This is not about ego. I'm concerned about giving the captain unsound advice.
I wish I had never maneuvered you into playing that game. I'm sorry.
Why, Doctor? It is done, and perhaps just as well. This has indicated that I am damaged in some fashion. I must find the malfunction.
Aw, that was actually kind of sweet. She's concerned about him.
Well, if she doesn't start disliking him,
You'll
then she
have
has nowhere to
warp
go.
Captain, though it may not be what you expected.
I think that deserves some kind of explanation.
We'll have warp 1 for about...
Just under 2 seconds.
That's not long enough for an escape, but used as a surprise, it may give a strategic advantage.
Sir, all of this is theoretical.
And if your theory fails to pay off?
Have you ever driven a Grantham water hopper?
Sure.
Ever popped the clutch?
You're saying we're going to stall the Hathaway?
And the Enterprise will waltz right over and pulverize us.
saying that Commander Data is suffering from a profound loss of confidence, and that you believe that only I can restore the balance?
Yes, sir.
Both Deanna and I have tried, but we're not getting through to them.
Don't you think you both might be overreacting? Data is not capable of the emotions which you're assigning him.
The effects are the same, whether they're caused by human emotions or android algorithms. Data's not on the bridge, and I don't think Data's going to be on the bridge until we find some way to address his problem.
Less than 1 hour away from a battle simulation. I have to handhold an android.
Burdens of command.
Come in, please.
Commander, I require your presence on the bridge.
Captain, with all due respect, perhaps it would be better if you choose another to serve as your first officer.
Data, you were my first officer.
I have not been able to isolate the problem, sir. I might make a mistake.
Yes, you might. But that does not alter your duty to me and to this ship. Now, do you know how to formulate a premise?
Yes, sir.
Then formulate this one. How do I deal with Commander Riker on the Hathaway? I will await your answer on the bridge. Commander, it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life.
But, sir,
I believe I understand, sir.
Don't have a life.
And Data, will you leave your hesitation and self-doubt here in your quarters?
I have several examples of Commander Riker's battle technique. At the Academy, he calculated a sensory blind spot on a Tholian vessel and hid within it during a battle simulation. And, as a lieutenant aboard the Potemkin, his solution to a crisis was to shut down all power and hang over a planet's magnetic poles, thus confusing his opponent's sensors.
And from these specifics, what general conclusion can you extrapolate?
Only 21% of the time does he rely on traditional tactics. So, the captain must be prepared for unusual cunning. Counselor, Commander Riker will assume we have made this analysis, and knowing that we know his methods, he will alter them. But, knowing that he knows that we know that he knows, he might choose to return to the usual pattern.
Wait. You're overanalyzing Data. One cannot deny human nature. What kind of a man is Commander Riker?
A fighter?
Yes.
The weaker his position, the more aggressive will be his posture.
And he won't give up.
Then despite whatever options he is given, he must be
the man that he is, exactly.
Instead of failing in humans,
you'll have to decide that for yourself.
Damn it! You don't like being told to do things by yourself.
On screen. The hunt begins, number 1.
We're ready. Just remember, Enterprise, Captain Riker's never lost.
Begin now.
Screen off. 223, Mark 357. Full impulse power. Initiate Kuma maneuver.
Kuma maneuver? Why would they start out with such a recognizable ploy?
He's teasing. He wants us to reveal our tactics on his terms. Mr. Worf?
Counter with the Talupian maneuver. On instrument sighting.
Agreed. 3/4 impulse, full on my command. Ensign Nagel, maximum shields. Mr. Worf, prepare your little surprise.
Aye, sir.
Set course. B17. Mark 73. Present minimal aspect. Ready warp 1. Optimal spread on simulated torpedoes.
Captain, Romulan warship approaching fast from astern.
What the?
He came out of nowhere, sir.
Brings about Ensign, maximum shields. Full weapon systems.
Disengage, modified.
Lock on, over the hailing frequency.
I can't, sir. There's nothing there.
Warp 3 evasive. Stand by. Disengage weapons and shields. Engage modified beam.
He's quite good.
He's the best.
Computer reports simulated damage to several aft decks, sir. Repair time 3.6 days. How did he do that?
Mr. Wolf must have overridden the sensor codes, played some holographic games. Mr. Data, input a new code. Attack posture, circumvental attitude. Prepare beams for photon mode.
Bye-bye, Hathaway.
Computers report heavy damage to the Enterprise.
They're moving up, sir. Why not go after them?
Because they're not through coming after us. Wesley, Geordi, prepare warp jump.
There are no guarantees here, sir.
There never are, Lieutenant. I'm going to trust your expertise. Secure your stations. Stand by for my signal.
Ready the photon torpedoes?
Captain, sensors picking up a Ferengi warship closing at warp 5.
Shit.
Did you input that new code?
Aye, sir.
Mr. Wolf, I didn't give you enough credit.
Continue the simulation.
Nope.
Burn all power shields.
Several modified beams.
Stay between the Ferengi and the Hathaway.
Engage phasers and target.
Fire when ready.
That's no ghost attacking the Enterprise, that's real.
We must assist, sir.
What? We have no offensive weapons.
Where are my weapons?
Unavailable, sir. We cannot disengage the modified beams. The connections have been fused.
Shit, we must retreat.
Unacceptable.
The Ferengi have broken off their attack. Rob, shields transport the away team aboard. Transporter function's gone, sir. Shields reduced to 1/5 intensity.
Use their moment of indecision to escape.
I have 40 crew members on board the Hathaway.
Who should be sacrificed to save 1,000. Acceptable tactical losses considering the circumstances.
Not to me. Notify Starfleet. Priority. Hail the Ferengi on my command. Formulate alternatives.
As the Starfleet observer, I am ordering you to withdraw.
I am the captain of this vessel. Your order is nullified. Ferengi on main view screen.
Hey guys.
I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation starship, USS Enterprise. Why have you attacked my vessel?
Why was your ship combative with another Federation vessel of lesser design? Why do you now protect your former target? What is its value to you?
It's a war game, you dumb
Our
shit.
probes indicate you were aware of our approach yet took no action. Your answers will dictate our response.
We have refrained from launching a counterattack in the hope that this can be resolved peacefully.
Our probes indicate that you are crippled. And the ship you protect has no weaponry, no lightspeed drive, and only a scarce crew. This makes no sense to us, unless it contains something very valuable. I am Braktor, leader of the Ferengi attack vessel Krikta. I will have the secret of the other Federation ship. Surrender it to me, and I will allow your Enterprise to live unharmed. You have 10 of your minutes.
Sir, they're massing a surge of power. We're being scanned. They've locked on.
Data.
Our shields will not withstand another assault, sir.
Then there are no options. Retreat. Or die.
Captain's log supplemental. Due to a miscalculation on my part, the Enterprise has been subjected to a surprise attack by the Ferengi. I find myself with little time to decide the fate of 40 of my crew stranded aboard the derelict Hathaway.
I am open to suggestions.
Captain, we are now capable of launching a limited number of photon torpedoes.
I've already given you my advice, Captain. The Hathaway is expendable.
Commander Riker is hailing, sir.
On screen. Have you been monitoring communications?
Yes, sir. Kohlrami's right. You've got to save the Enterprise.
That would leave you defenseless.
When Raktor closes in, we'll hit our warp drive. Take our chances.
What?
We have a limited 2-second warp capability.
Impossible. That ship was rendered warp inactive.
I told you he was the best. I'd like to hear more about this, number one, later. Right now, I have to work something out with Mr. Data.
Premise. The Ferengi wish to capture the Hathaway, believing it to be of value. Therefore, we must remove the ship from their field of interest.
And they will soon relocate it after a 2-second warp.
There is a way. Number one, can you hear this?
Yes, sir. We're all here. Waiting for you to pull another rabbit out of your hat.
Mr. Data.
On the captain's command, we will fire 4 photon torpedoes directly at the Hathaway. 1 millisecond after its detonation, the computer will trigger your warp jump.
I think I hate this plan. Data, we're not even sure our warp jump will work.
If the warp engines fail to function, the result could be unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. We will be dead.
Captain Riker, I cannot order you to do this.
What the hell? Nobody said life was safe.
The advantage is that it will appear from the creature's perspective as though you were destroyed in the explosion.
That will deceive them only for a few minutes. Their sensors will soon locate us.
We'll only need a few minutes, Mr. Worf, because you were to prepare another surprise for them.
I would agree. On my mark, 4 minutes.
Remember, Geordi, if the implementation is off by 1 millisecond, the Hathaway will not survive.
Data, that's the one part of this plan that we're all absolutely sure about.
Are we ready, number one?
Ready, Captain. Ready, Captain.
Good luck to both of you. Raktor.
I will wait no longer, Picard.
You needn't. The answer is no. Your actions have been wholly criminal. You will not profit by them.
You are a fool. How can you stop us?
You believe the Hathaway has value? We deny you your prize. Fire!
Destroy your own rather than suffer the ignominy of defeat and capture? Not think the Federation had such iron.
You had no claim on that vessel. It was ours to destroy.
As you are ours to destroy.
Then try.
Enterprise targeted, Leader. Leader, there is another Federation ship closing. A starship. Flax of shields. We have been outmaneuvered. Retreat.
Captain, our sensors show no Federation starship nearby.
Of course not, Mr. Burke. That was Klingon guile.
You made it, number one. Smooth ride?
Well, certainly was different.
We'll lock on, pick you up.
With pleasure, Captain.
I must admit, your Commander Riker acquitted himself quite admirably. And so, Captain, have you? My report to Starfleet will be most favorable.
Thank you. Initiate recovery procedures. Continue repairs. Plot a course for the nearest starbase. Captain's log supplemental. With the transporter repaired and my crew safely back aboard, we have officially ended our first Starfleet battle simulation.
It didn't go very well.
have you suspended the game?
Because this is not a rematch. You have made a mockery of me.
Dave, you beat him. No, sir. It is a stalemate.
No game of stratagema has ever gone this high.
What did you do?
I simply altered my premise for playing the game.
Explain.
Working under the assumption that Kohlrami was attempting to win, it is reasonable to assume that he expected me to play for the same goal.
You didn't.
No. I was playing for a standoff. A draw. While Kohlrami was dedicated to winning, I was able to pass up obvious avenues of advancement and settle for a balance. Theoretically, I should be able to challenge him indefinitely.
Then you have beaten him.
It is a matter of perspective, Doctor. In the strictest sense, I did not win. I busted him up.
I love Data so much! He's my favorite. Final episode of season 2.
Is it really?
Yep.
There you are.
What's wrong?
Something jabbed me here in the calf.
Who? Ryan, Commander Riker's been injured. Lock on and bring him up.
Stand by.
Gordy, just a scratch. Riker. Sorry, Commander. Can't take any chances. We're the first survey team to set foot on this planet. We don't know what the risks are. Ryan, what's the holdup?
The transporter has detected unidentified microbes in Commander Riker's body.
Well, can't the biofilter screen them out?
Apparently not. But Dr. Pulaski has been notified.
Acknowledged.
I wasn't ready to leave here anyway.
Here's the biofilter's analysis of the microbes.
There's not much to go on.
I can override and beam Commander Riker aboard.
No. I better go down and make an evaluation there.
I hope these are the right coordinates. Just kidding, Doctor. I know how much you love the transporter.
About as much as I love comical transporter cheese.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, O'Brien.
Ready?
Over here, Doctor.
Fill me in.
Walking along, minding my own business, doing a simple geological sweep. Something stuck me in the leg.
Any pain?
No? It's a little numb, that's all.
You know what it was that stuck you?
We've been looking for it. No luck.
Well, whatever it is, it left something behind. I'm going to take you up to sick bay. O'Brien, this is Dr. Pulaski. Medical override is authorized.
Acknowledged.
It's the strangest feeling. My whole leg just went dead.
Space. The final frontier.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Its
continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Captain's log, stardate 42976.1. During a geological survey on Sovata 4, Commander Riker has become infected by an unidentified microbe.
Number one. Captain.
Put your foot where it didn't belong.
Doctor said she was getting bored. I just thought I'd give her a challenge.
Glad you did. The commander's nervous system has been invaded by an unknown microorganism. Not a bacteria, not a virus, but with the elements of both. There's the point of entry. The microbes are infecting the great sciatic nerve, and they are multiplying at an incredible rate. There.
Can you remove it?
Not surgically. The organisms fuse to the nerve, intertwining at the molecular level.
That's why the transporter's biofilters weren't able to extract it.
There's no evidence of nerve damage, but the organisms are impeding nervous function.
Alec's still asleep.
Prognosis.
The infection is spreading. It will eventually reach the brain.
And if it interfered with neural activity there?
Commander Riker could die.
Season 2, everybody.
How can I help?
Fucking season 2.
I need to know more about its composition.
And for that, you need a sun.
Exactly.
Commander Data, Mr. LaForge. Prepare to beam down to the planet.
Aye, sir.
I must reiterate. It would be better if I went alone.
Don't like my company?
Your company is not at issue. Your vulnerability to the microorganism is.
I'll watch where I step. Besides, how do we know this bug doesn't like androids more than it likes humans?
Possible, but highly unlikely. In any event, why risk both of us?
Because I know exactly where Commander Riker was when it happened.
There it is.
Mr. O'Brien, energize.
He was right over here.
I am detecting no animal life forms within 50 kilometers. However, I am reading extensive animal remains, mostly fossilized.
The graveyard.
I do not know.
Data. Data, look at this.
The structure is rhizomatous.
Careful.
I'm always careful. It used to be dead.
I'm not so sure. I'm seeing thermal variations. You let it go for a second, Data. Let's try something. Maybe it likes humans more than androids.
If you are correct, you are placing yourself in grave danger.
Yeah, well, I'm counting on those great android reflexes of yours. Must be what we're looking for.
I would tend to agree.
Stand by, O'Brien. Got it. Energized! Thanks, O'Brien. Another minute and we'd have been fossils ourselves.
Not precisely, Geordie. True fossilization requires several millennia.
Here's your sample, Captain.
Get it to sickbay right away. Report.
Captain, Commander Riker's injury was not accidental. Certain vines on the planet evidently seek out warm-blooded beings and deliberately infect them.
What then?
Unknown, sir. It is conceivable there is a symbiotic relationship involved.
Who?
There are numerous animal remains in the area, leading me to hypothesize that the vines could be predatory.
Vines infect animals. Kill them.
It is possible. For Commander Riker's sake, I hope my hypothesis is an error.
Fortunately, Commander Data, no hypotheses really are.
All negative.
There's nothing to cure this infection.
This microorganism is very mysterious. I can't even figure out what's keeping it alive.
Or how to kill it.
Oh, I can kill it. But not without destroying the nerves it's inhabiting.
I know you're doing your best, Doctor.
My best may not be good enough.
Comfortable.
Oh, why wouldn't I be comfortable? Been waiting on me hand and foot. I just hope they don't find out that I'm faking it.
I wish you were here. I've seen the thorn.
Yes. Doctor showed it to me too. Rather harmless looking.
And deadly. I'm sorry.
These things happen.
At least expected.
I'm surprised they don't happen more often. After all, we are exploring the unknown.
And the unknown can be benign. Malevolent.
Captain, one of the things I've learned on these voyages, this ship and from you, is that most life forms act out of an instinct for survival, not out of malice.
It's an important lesson. And I admire your lack of resentment.
If you drop a hammer on your foot, it's hardly useful to get mad at the hammer.
Anything?
Not yet.
What can I do?
You can get out of my hair.
I don't.
The bug is persistent, I'll admit that. But I'm not worried. We Rikers are ornery, too. Matter of fact, my great-grandfather once got bit by a rattlesnake. After 3 days of intense pain, the snake died.
You're a very entertaining patient.
I try.
Yes, you're making quite an effort to be cheerful.
You, of all people, should know.
You feel what anyone in your position would feel.
As the first officer on this ship, I have to set an example.
Even now?
I'm what you Deanna, facing death is the ultimate test of character. I don't die if I have to. I like to do it with a little pride.
And a lot of impudence.
It's spread to the spinal column. It's weakening his autonomic nervous system. Judging by its present rate of growth and its infiltration pattern, the infection will spread to the brain within an hour. Medical log, star date 42976.3. I can't keep the alien infection from spreading to Commander Riker's brain.
Date.
Once there, it will kill him by dampening neural impulses. The only way I can keep him alive is to force the neurons to stay active by stimulating them directly with electrical impulses. Let's proceed.
That's terrifying. Try putting needles into your through your skull into your brain.
Good. Stand by with 5 milligrams of tricordrazine in case of seizure. Here goes. Random wave activity, but the patterns are dangerously erratic.
Hang on, Will. Hang on.
Did he get his beard in the middle of season 1, or?
And no, beginning of this season.
Okay.
Why?
I have a joke brewing.
Okay.
New characters in this series.
Found the right amplitude.
Her, the bar lady,
the patterns are steady.
And Riker's beard.
Is the stimulation preventing the infection from taking hold?
For now. The vertex waves indicate a K complex corresponding to an REM state. He's dreaming.
Oh, it's a clip show.
Marvelous. How easily humans do that. I still need much practice.
There's some puzzles down on the planet the captain once answered. He suggested I take you with me on the wave team, but I'll be leaving.
My ship was never to function adequately, sir.
Yes. When the captain suggested you, I looked up your record.
Yes, sir. A wise procedure, sir, always.
And your rank of lieutenant commander is honorary.
No, sir. Starfleet class of 78, honors in probability mechanics and exobiology.
Your file says that you're a
machine, correct, sir. Does that trouble you?
To be honest, yes, a little.
Understood, sir. Prejudice is very human.
Well, that does trouble me. Do you consider yourself superior to us?
I am superior, sir, in many ways. But I would gladly give it up to be human.
Nice to meet you, Pinocchio. Joke.
Intriguing.
You're going to be an interesting companion, Mr. Data.
What should I say? How do I act? What do I do?
Beard.
Guinan, I need your help. Could you step over here a minute?
Guinan. Okay.
Sounds simple enough.
Now, first words out of your mouth are the most important. You may want to start with something like this. You are the most beautiful woman in the galaxy. But that might not work.
Yes it would.
You don't know how long I've wanted to tell you that.
But you're afraid.
Yes.
Of me?
Of us, of what we might become.
Commander?
Or that you might think that was a lie.
Maybe I do think it's a lie.
And you think I'm not sincere.
I didn't say that. There's nothing wrong with the line. It's like a knock at the door.
And you're inviting me in.
I'm not sending you away.
That's more than I expected.
Is it as much as you hoped?
To hope is to recognize the possibility. I had only dreams.
Dreams can be dangerous.
Not these dreams. I dream of a galaxy where your eyes are the stars, and the universe worships the night.
Careful. Putting me on a pedestal so high you may not be able to reach me.
Then I'll learn how to fly. You're the heart in my day, and the soul in my night.
Ooh. I don't think this is my style. Shut up, kid. Tell me more about my eyes.
I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye.
I don't like goodbyes. How about until next time?
How about until?
It's been a pleasure working with you, Commander.
And 1 week since you left.
Feeling is mutual, Counselor.
I'm supposed to know how everyone feels, but I can't read you right now.
Perhaps your own feelings are getting in the way.
My job is to help others sort out their emotions. My own feelings are beside the point.
Not to me. Our feelings are what make us all human.
Are you feeling sad?
Yes, I am.
So am I.
Why?
He's relaxed. Experiencing feelings of warmth and friendship.
He's reliving memories. It's a natural side effect of neural stimulation. Look at this. The organism's metabolism has changed. I wonder if stimulation...
Oh, I've got quick
I'm going
mask
to
on.
refocus the impulse
Jesus
pattern on the
Christ.
interpretive cortex.
To intensify his memories?
Exactly. We'll see if that has any effect on the microbes.
It'll definitely give us more clips.
More clips?
The clip show.
Oh yeah. Let's look inside Riker's brain. Ah, yes, the sexy episode. Where we spent all of our money on hot interns.
No, you have to be actors.
Oh, right. Where we spent all of our money on hot, unknown actors.
Everyone!
Interns you don't spend
We
money
brought the
on.
visitors!
Right.
Please, enjoy what we
Yar! Sweet, but I have to marry you after we have sex.
Gentlemen, if this is what you call enhancement, you've got a gift for understatement. What's a knockout like you doing in a computer-generated gin joint like this?
Waiting for you.
Waiting for me? You can't be serious.
Oh, yes, Will. I've never been more serious in my life.
Something wrong?
No, it's just that Commander Riker's emotions are rather passionate.
As in erotic?
Very much so. A dream? That what this is? That what I am?
I know you're a computer-generated image, but your smell, your touch, the way you feel, even the things you say and think seem so real.
Thank you.
How far can this relationship go? I mean, how real are you?
As real as you need me to be.
Can I fuck you?
That's what he was asking me.
You resist? Don't you find me attractive?
Yes, I find you very attractive.
You attract me like no man ever has.
It's not my function to seduce or be seduced by the leader of another world.
It's not the reason.
No, it's not. But will you still respect me in the morning?
I hope so. There was something wrong.
What do you mean?
Do you not like girls?
I like women.
Of course I do.
Oh, was there a special technique to this foot washing?
You generally start at the top and work your way down.
I think I can handle that.
I was hoping you might.
The organisms responded all right. Their growth rate is doubled.
Then all we've done is made things worse.
More clips! F!
My favorite episode is the clip episode.
Oh, yeah, the organism's growth rate is related to the memories he's experiencing.
Or the emotions that they produce.
Different mental processes generate different chemicals. Perhaps the organisms are sensitive to brain endorphins.
Then if some types of endorphins attract them,
others I'm going to change the differential current value and see what